Pokémon, a franchise that took the world by storm and defined the childhoods of many. It has only gotten more popular with time, but what was Pokémon like way back then? More specifically, how has competitive Pokémon changed over the years for those striving to be the very best? Now that is exactly what we are here to find out. In this series, Jeexx and I will embark on an adventure to be the very best, exploring through time and space to rediscover Pokémon's past formats. In each episode, both of us will bring two teams and battle it out in a best of 3 match, and the one who wins with both teams first is crowned the champion of the episode. We hope you enjoy this trip to Pokemon's evolution with us. Welcome to the Pokemon Progression Series, A Journey Through Time. Generation 4, Sinnoh, with Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, based on the North Hokkaido region of Japan, was the generation where I myself started my Pokemon journey. It added 107 new Pokemon, and while the number of changes that happened this generation were not as plentiful as the previous generations, it introduced one of the single most influential ones in the history of the franchise, the physical special split. This changed the previous type determines whether a move is physical or special to a system where now individual moves each have this determined separately, allowing Pokemon like Sneasel to now take advantage of their stat moves using their dominant offensive stat. Some other impactful changes were Sandstorm now giving rock types a 50% speed F boost, the absolutely massive addition of Stealth Rock, arguably the single most important move in competitive singles history, as well as the addition of obviously even more items like the rest of the choice items, Scarf and Specs, and the Life Orb, which allowed for Pokemon to leverage their health to boost their offensive prowess even further, as well as type resist berries, which could allow Pokemon to live moves they normally wouldn't be able to. What is up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Pokemon Prog series, and I'm recording this a couple, 3 days before we're actually doing the games, so if my hair is, presumably it's going to be significantly shorter, maybe somewhere here in the actual games, then don't be surprised. But today we are doing Generation 4 Underused, and without further ado, let's jump right into the games. First with a dual setup balance team, and the names are AP and then AD League Champs, so yeah. Starting us off, we have a Miss Magius here, kind of like an anti-lead with Life Orb and Levitate with Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. Taunt is there mostly to stop any setups or off hazards or any other setting up Will-O-Wisp, do further hurt physical attackers later along the line. Shadow Ball there just as our strongest stab move, and then Thunderbolt there for coverage as well. Next we have Yuxi here, lefties with Levitate, a dedicated physical wall with Psychic, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, and U-Turn. U-Turn there, we have it's relatively fast, base 95 speed, but obviously uninvested. It's not going to be crazy, so we do have it, so we can just pivot away. Thunder Wave there if we want to slow down the opposing team. It's also a Stealth Rock setter, and just because we don't want to be only set up fodder, doing Psychic as well, although that coming off uninvested 75 special attack is really not great, but I don't think it gets even Nightshade or Seismic Toss, yeah, so is assuming you want to do something other than just, Memento, then Psyche is there. And I would like to keep it around, so like I said, as a slower pivot, so that's what we have it for. Then we have more of a dedicated special wall, but obviously thanks to Marvel Scale, if it ever gets hit by status, Milotic is also a very good physical wall. So if Ice Beam with Rest and Sleep Talk, kind of like a hybrid attacker that's all still built to mostly be bulky. Obviously Marvel Scale with Rest is really good because you immediately activate your own Marvel Scale and now multiply your defense by 1.5, which I think is really cool. And then Surf Ice Beam just there for, as much coverage as we can get with Sleep Talk. Then we have a Banded Blaziken here as well with Flare Blitz, Low Kick, Thunder Punch, and Stone Edge. I'm still a little hesitant on Low Kick, but the thing is that at this point, Blaziken doesn't get close combat, so you can get Superpower, which is, it's okay, and Brick Break, which 75 base power is kinda doo-doo, but actually in this tier, a good amount of Mons are actually relatively heavy. You obviously have stuff like Aggron that will get absolutely obliterated, but in addition to that, you also have stuff like Kangaskhan, Hariyama, Feraligatr, Donphan, a lot of stuff, Blastoise. A lot of stuff here is actually relatively heavy, so in general I think Low Kick almost always is going to beat out Brick Break, But like even for something like superpower, superpower is kind of I don't like superpower a lot unless like I really need it. And I think like in this tier, like Blaziken is gonna have like decently good punching power regardless, even if we're just running low kick. So I'm gonna go for it, and hopefully it's gonna work out. Then we have Venusaur here with Black Sludge, kind of like a bulky setup mon with 230 speed, a little bit of speed investment. Mostly we're investing in HP with SD, Power Whip, Earthquake, and Synthesis. So it is a physical Venusaur, which I think is going to be maybe unexpected. I think like if I were to see Venusaur, like I would just assume it's going to be special, especially after the physical special split. Well, in Gen 1 it would be different, but later on. So I think like this might catch Jeexx off guard, and I think it's kind of neat. And hopefully we don't lose the game of a miss on Power Whip, because obviously Power Whip can miss. And we do also have a special setup sweeper, once again like more invested into quite a lot of bulk with a Life Orb, because Life Orb with Magic Card, we don't take damage of stuff like Stealth Rock, and any hazards, we don't take damage. We don't take damage from Life Orb. If we're status with something like Burn, we cannot be hit by that, and we can never fully paralyze. Magic Guard, one of the most broken abilities in Pokemon. And similar idea here, Calm Mind there as a setup move, then Soft Boil there as our, what's his face? As our recovery move, and then Ice Beam and Thunderbolt I figured gave me the best amount of coverage. Obviously something like Fire Blast would be nice as well, but we have a dedicated like fire attack most of the time. Like Flare Blitz is what you would want to click on Blaziken anyway, so I think it's gonna be fine. No spin here because we have 2 levitators. We have no Mons actually weak to rocks, and also Clefable doesn't take damage from any hazard, so I decided that I don't think I need it. For our second team though, we have another like pretty bulky team. We have a lead Ambipom here with Life Orb and Technician boosted Fake Out, obviously very nice for getting a little bit of chip, since it's coming off Stab as well. We have Taunt here as well on Ambipom, because once again, another anti-lead. You turn there to pivot out and then low kick to hit anything that resists any of our other moves, or if we just actually want to go and do damage. Then we have a Registeel here as our Stealth Rocker. Also has Seismic Toss and Shadow Claw to hit the monsters that we can't hit with Seismic Toss. So stuff like Miss Magius, obviously we can't hit Ghost Step with this. And then Toxic there just to be a nuisance. Registeel is just extremely bulky. It's just like it's a bulkier Yuxi that we have in the other team, but it cannot pivot, and obviously it's a lot slower. But instead of spreading paralysis to put make other stuff slower, we're spreading poison this time around. Then we have Blastoise here as our physical wall, Surf and Ice Beam here for our attacking moves, Rapid Spin, because like the same, obviously we have only grounded mons, so spikes are gonna hurt a lot and can poison us. We even have a mon like weak to Stealth Rock, so I really wouldn't want to deal with that. That's what we have a spinner for. And Roar's there, if he has like a bulkier spin blocker, like something like Miss Magius is going to be really annoying to deal with, so we can hit that with Roar. And also like we're very much not invested into dealing damage, so we are a little bit set up fodder as well, and Roar can help us deal with not getting set up on, as well as get some hazard damage of our own. Next, we have Sceptile here with Lefties and Overgrow. It's a Subseed set with Substitute, Leech Seed, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Ice. Most of the time, we just want to be annoying with Lefty Sub and Leech Seed, and then like when we're Overgrow range, Energy Ball is obviously going to hit extremely hard, and then Hidden Power Ice is there as coverage as well. Then we have our dedicated sub sweeper here in Houndoom. Dark Pulse Fire Blast there as just our strongest stab options. Hidden Power Grass is there to hit the stuff like Rhyperior, any like rock, ground, and water types that we don't want to be clicking Fire Blast or Dark Pulse on. And then obviously Nasty Plot there as our setup move of choice. And finally we have Rhyperior here with Substitutes, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Mega Horn. And Lefties here as well. And because Rhyperior is so naturally bulky, 132 gets us to a magical 404 HP stat. And then Stone Edge, Earthquake, they're obviously just to hit as hard as possible. And then we have Mega Horn here for coverage, a non-stab coverage to hit any like psychic or dark types that might come our way. But I think our teams are like pretty straightforward, and once again, just very happy to be playing Generation 4. So I'm looking forward to these games. Like I said, I'm recording these a couple of days early, but when we get to the games, I'm very excited to be playing. Regardless, hopefully you enjoyed the team breakdown, enjoy Jeexx as well, and afterwards I'll see y'all in the battle zone.
Okay, so we are playing Gen 4 UU, I believe? I might be mistaken, and I might be coming back to this in like 2 hours, but we'll see. We're playing Ambibomb, Alakazam, Cloyster, Torterra, Drapion, and Arcanine. This is kind of an all-out offense team, with Ambibomb having knockoff, U-turn, fake out, Shadow Claw with Life Orb. Main idea obviously being here, I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna use knockoff to hopefully get rid of lefties or whatever is going out. Maybe fake out to get a little bit of chip. Then obviously the Shadow Claw to, if Weebfox decides to switch into a mon that a ghost type mon, which there are a few in this tier. I can use Shadow Claw to check them a bit. Probably not get exploited immediately because I don't think most ghost types have fighting type moves. But then I also have U-turn to pivot into mons like Cloyster or Torterra, depending on if he decides to stay. Then we have Alakazam with Focus Blast, Psychic, Energy Ball, Signal Beam. Also, this helps because I can use Ambibomb if it turns out that Weebfox has... Like, I wanted to have a fighting type move because I was thinking this was normal fighting, but it's just normal type, which is unfortunate. And I don't think I can one-shot a Dugtrio through with a fighting type move with this guy, or like really anything. So I'm just going for a fairly utility set with fake out, knockoff, and U-turn because I want to be resetting my fake outs. I want to be knocking off items as I can. I would like to have a second one who's like maybe slower, second like slower U-turner that can take hits, but I think this works all right. But yeah, Alakazam with Focus Blast, Psychic, Energy Ball, Signal Beam, Choice Scarf, because I don't think I need anything more. I'm just gonna fucking go with modest nature, Giga Attack, Inner Focus so you can't fake out me, and then Choice Scarf so that I just kill you. I just fucking kill you, bro. And if you're going into a dark type, I'm just running the hell out of there. But yeah, this time I'm not getting caught. I'm not getting caught with a fucking Infernape or something one-shotting me with a Choice Scarf. You're not faster than me. Then we have Cloyster, Lefty, Shell Armor, Toxic Spike, Spikes, Ice Shard, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard because it's a priority move, and I think that if there's going to be a situation where I want to be doing any kind of poke with this thing, I probably want to just have Ice Shard for it. You could make the argument, oh, you should probably be running Icicle Spear instead, because it has 100% accuracy, and it can be about the same power, right? A little bit more, because it can be 75, or I could be running Ice Beam. But I think Icicle Spear being a priority move is also good if there ends up I end up in a situation where Weebfox has a Monarch that is weak to it, like significantly weak to it. I can pull this out and just do a 4x priority move. Like if he's playing Torterra, it's pretty good for that. Then with Torterra with Earthquake, Woodhammer, Stone Edge, Rock Polish. We're doing some zoomies, but I was supposed to change these because I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, oh, I should probably change my speed to be like actually like some investment in it. So that's probably going to change it between the recording and the matches. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is supposed to be all-out attacker with a Rock Polish for zoomies. Gonna go Giga Fast, gonna go ham. I also might just want to change this to like Life Orb, but we'll see. Drapion with Crunch, Sword Stance, Aqua Tail, Pursuit. Obviously, lefties, Battle Armor, can't get hit with crits. Lefties for a little bit of recovery. Sword Stance, set up Aqua Tail, set up Sword Stance, use Aqua Tail to check any ground belt type mons, and use Crunch and Pursuit for anything else. Pursuit for, I'm thinking I could probably change out of Crunch, but I think Pursuit is something that I definitely want to keep in, because if I switch this into a Psychic type mod, it's obviously gonna be like, well, are you gonna switch out? Or even a Ghost type mod, it's gonna be a case of Weebfox has to probably just sack the mon that he is in. Yeah. And then Arcanine with Choice Band with Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, Iron Head, Crunch. All physical attacks, Giga Zoomies, Max Speed Investment, excluding Scarf obviously. And then with Band, we're gonna just hopefully be using Extreme Speed to kill everything that isn't a Ghost type mon, and Iron Head, Flare Blitz, and Crunch for coverage. But yeah. Then we have the second team, which is Nidoking, Aggron, Milotic, Amistar, Toxicroak, and Swallow. Nidoking with Toxic Spikes, Roar, Earthquake, Protect. This is supposed to be a fairly, like... Weebfox had a similar team last week, right? He had the team where he was running all hazards. I have something similar here, except I'm trying to mostly just get off Spikes and Stealth Rock. And on top of that, even if I don't get Toxic Spikes off... Spikes and Stealth Rock, sorry. Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. Even if I don't get the Toxic Spikes off, if I get a Spikes off and the Stealth Rock, I could use that to my advantage. I have no Rapid Spinners here, I think, because I was supposed to put it on Amistar, but I think I decided against it. I might still change that again. I apologize for making so many changes between like actually the match and my recordings, but there are times when I'm just like going through these things and I was supposed to change this. I was thinking about that earlier and so on and so forth. But Nidoking with everything that is supposed to make it easier for me to cycle Weebfox Mons out. Protect, Stealth, Rocket Smash, Roar on Aggron. 2 roars that are really defensive too. Specifically, this guy is probably going to be surviving a lot of hits, hopefully. And obviously he has Head Smash with 80% accuracy, 150 power, which is going to be like 225 with the stab. And then Rocket to take no damage. And Milotic with Toxic, Protect, Recover, Hydro Pump. I'm not running Surf, I'm running Hydro Pump because I don't think the guaranteed chip matters. I don't think there's going to be a situation where I'm like banking on, or a situation where a Surf hitting will benefit me as much as a Hydro Pump hitting. Like, and I would rather gamble on the 20% miss than be like, well, I'm never going to kill. I'm never going to kill the Surf here. Spikes, Ice Beam, Toxic, Spikes, Protect. Obviously, as I said, I might be changing Protect to Rapid Spin because I think this gets it. Wait, does this not get it? That might be why it doesn't have it. Oh, yeah, that would explain. Because I was thinking about, like, putting Rapid Spin on here, but I think the mon that I was thinking of putting it on couldn't learn it. So, let's see. Let's double check. Yeah, none of the mons that I have in here could learn it, and that's why I didn't end up putting it. Okay, never mind about that then. Then Toxico, Brick Break, Fake Out, Knock Off, Sludge Bomb, Leftovers, Dry Skin, so if there happens to be like a water type mon, because obviously I have 2 mons that are weak to water, technically 3, so I can use Toxicroak to switch into them, and hopefully that will, and obviously this thing is also strong against grass, so it's decent if Weebfox is running a grass type mon, tries to check Amistar or Milotic with it, or even, I think Aggron is also 2x weak, I'm misremembering right now, but yeah. Obviously, Toxicroak really good for this. Brick Break, Fake Out, Knock Off, Sludge Bomb covers grass weaknesses, covers normal weaknesses. Fake Out is really good for just getting chip out. And on top of that, because I'm using Toxic and Hazards, I think the Fake Out is going to be really good for this. And then we have Swallow for a Sweeper with Flame Orb, Guts, U-Turn, Roost, Quick Attack, Facade. Normal Flying, Stab Quick Attack isn't the greatest, but it's like 60 damage, and then I think Guts doubles its power. So it's like fucking 400 attack, and on top of that I have Facade, which obviously power doubles 140 and then go from there. But yeah, that about does it. I think these are gonna be some fun games. I'm excited to see where this goes. Anyhow, good luck with the games. I love application.
They said we're like, yeah, let's just change into using this app instead, and surely nothing will ever go wrong there. And things go wrong.
In a competition, in a bad decision-making competition, and my opponent is any company, I can't win. It's impossible.
Oh yeah, I don't know. The biggest thing that baffles me about it is like we had a thing that works. Why did we need to change from it into a thing that doesn't work? I don't know. But that doesn't matter. It was just that I would like to apologize that we're starting this late because it was not something that I planned. But Generation 4 UU. Are we excited?
Yippee! You know who's in UU?
Well, I'm sure I get to see them.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to change. Never mind, doesn't matter.
Let me validate my teams.
Oh yeah, I need to double check that too.
I'm
pretty sure I did that, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that too. But
also, let me just import my teams real quick.
Yep, the good old calc importer. It helps a lot because then you don't have to, pull up everything. Instead, it can be, all right, this is my exact set, so I at least know what's working, what's happening here. Yeah. And I also kind of like the calc thing for that, where it's like, if you're making something that's like by Smogon rules very standard, then your opponent immediately can usually get the information on the calc. But if you found something that's like super different, then it's going to be harder to be like, oh wait, what the fuck is this guy running? These calcs make no sense. Why did I do that much damage? Why did this thing outspeed me? Or what the fuck was that move? And I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Also,
pretty nice. Pretty handy.
Got a shout out. Shout out. I don't know what shout out. I'm shouting out myself. I have a holiday now for a week, and I treated my first paid vacation by buying myself a Switch 2 and Legends. Yay. But unfortunately, it was supposed to arrive on Friday. It did not, so now I'm probably just getting that on Monday.
Yeah, but
Smoj.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. My stupid life.
But, I mean, if I get it Monday, I'm still gonna be, happy. If it gets longer than that, then it's like, alright, what the fuck? Why did I order this?
Then they stole it.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, alright, so you scammed me.
Somebody yoinked it.
Yep. But anything you want to say before we get into it? Or you want to save the chatter to after the games?
I don't know if I have. There's not really much to say at the moment.
Okay.
I've just been playing Digimon for the most of this week. I've been going to some interviews and stuff, but hey ho.
Nice. That sounds lovely, but we can talk about that afterwards. So I will wish you nothing but the best of luck, gamer, and I will see you after the games.
Yeah, good luck, good luck.
Good luck. I will send you the challenge in just a second. All right, and with all that being said, let's once again make a team here so we can track. And now, hopefully, I think last time I jumped between like two different ones way too much. And we're gonna start with this one, dual setup balance. Hoping for great games. All right, and let me... Where's my music? Okay, well, there is no music. I don't think this thing can really touch me, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, did I give my own a way to hit... It does have knock and pursuit. I don't think I'm afraid of either of those. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp just in case, because I think, like, it's just gonna U-turn. So this is where we have this stuff. Let me close this for now. Oh, he went for a knock. Okay. All right, he's like... That's so annoying. That might be a game losing miss. Because I'm matching to this thing really well. This thing does get taunt, right? I think I have taunt on my own. He does, so I think going into Jeexx is kind of stupid. Knock. He's gonna have U-turn and then a water type, not water type, normal type move. If I go into this, he wants to go into flying type or something. That's such an annoying miss, I'm not gonna lie. He can go for a Shadow Claw here, but I do want to get a Thunder Wave on this thing, because dealing with this thing is gonna be way better if I can get it paralyzed. And then, like, obviously I'm not eating that much of a... But yeah, Shadow Claw, U-turn, knock off, and then a... probably return. But yeah, that Will-O-Wisp sucks, because if I Willow him, he can't kill me with Shadow Claw, and I can even, like... change way, that's perfect. We get a Thunder Wave on this thing. Now, I don't think this thing threatens me with too many things. I think we're gonna get Rocks up. Rocks seem really good against his team. Alright, that's even better. The thing is, I kind of want to see, like, what this thing wants to do. I do have, obviously, like, this thing which I can always just switch into. But I do kind of want to see what this thing wants to do. Let me click Psychic on it. Well, we do get a crit in return. And a double para. Okay, I guess the game is paying me back for the earlier hacks. I think I'm U-turning here. I think it's very likely he switches. Because if he takes any more damage, he just dies to stealth. Fuck yeah. There we see Drapion. And now the issue is that I lost my Fastmon, which is the scary thing here. And I don't think this thing is gonna be able to hit me too hard if I go on Venusaur though. Yeah, I think we go Venusaur here. Alright, it is lefties. Interesting that he's lefties and not Black Sludge, but I guess there's not. Now the thing here is, what does this thing get? He does get Fire Fang, which he could have. Earthquake does seem pretty free here though. He might have a flying type, but then he's eating rock damage. I'm just gonna click Earthquake and see what happens. SD. He lives this, but the question is, does he live the follow-up? Because even Fire Fang, I don't think kills me from this. I might be wrong. I might just lose here, but let's see. Yeah, Crunch definitely doesn't. So SD Crunch, okay. I did eat a lot of damage in the process though. Okay, well this thing is paralyzed. Part of me wants to bank on a paralysis and just you know, do things, but at the same time, what is he doing here? This thing is definitely physical, right? Actually, would he could have a special one. I'm just gonna go Milotic here. He doesn't have rocks up. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, that looks like banded damage. Let me check. Arcanine. Exchange speed would do, yeah, okay, that's banded. So he's stuck on that. He doesn't, I don't think he wants to switch though, because he's gonna die to anyway. He's just gonna click E-speed again. I could get a rest off. I'm just gonna click surf. Yeah, this makes sense. This sucks because I'm now relatively low that I can get revenge killed by something. But if he does have a super effective move, I should be fine. I'm just so pissed about the like Willow miss, but like I definitely got a lot of tempo back off the like crit and double pair. Like Arcanine isn't crazy against my team, but obviously still like the luck definitely helps. The more I think about it, the more I think I should have rested instead, because like paralysis. He's always U-turning here, right? I don't think he might have calced it with. Does he kill me with anything? Would he go for fake out? I think he would go for a fake out here. But even like, because fake out does a lot. I think he's going for a fake out, so I'll go Yuxi here. Yeah, okay. We now know the whole set. Okay, now whatever he goes into, we can Thunder Wave all the way, or we get T-Wave on this. I like the Ambibomb set he's running. But yeah, this is E-Speed with a band. We don't know anything else. Just a U-turn. And now we see if he has a Groundmon. The Thunder Wave is really obvious, but if he has a Groundmon, like I have a lot of ways to deal with it, so I don't mind that much. And we're getting a lot of chip on Ambipom, because obviously we're eating super effective hits, but like this thing is my dedicated physical tank, and we've gotten rid of 2 physical Mons already. Alongside Ambipom, down to 38, gonna take more rocks damage later as well. I wonder if he's decided to forego rocks himself. This definitely feels like a team where he would have a, what's his face? A flying type though. Because like, he has 2 Mons weak to Earthquake, so he's definitely like, there's no way he doesn't have a Levitator. Okay, he does have a ground type. There we go. I'm kind of wishing I U-turned here. Now the scary thing here is this could also be SD. And if Torterra is SD, like things might get really hairy. I do have this banded, but the issue is I think if I'm faster, things get really ugly. I actually don't want to be faster than this thing. I'm faster. That sucks. I think what is he clicking? If he's clicking SD, I need to go Clefable regardless. Rock Polish, okay. That's way less scary. Because, like, he has no way of killing me here. I am not risking anything else, though, with Calm Mind. I'm just clicking Ice Beam. But it's a Polish one. Yeah, doesn't do much. Polish lefties, and I didn't see, did he die? I'm pretty sure he just dies, right? Yeah. I mean, it's quite super effective, so. Alright, this thing is, actually, is he going for Fake Out here? How much does Fake Out do on me? Fake Out is a almost guaranteed kill. What do we sack here? The issue is I don't know what he has remaining. Do we sack this thing? I don't think we sacked this thing yet. Because the thing is, he's always clicking Fake Out here because it has a chance to kill me, and it's a lot of chip on anything that I could have coming in. Do we need my Jeexx anymore? I don't think we do. I think we sack Jeexx here. I'm pretty sure I die to your... Actually, no. I live U-turn. The thing is, he definitely doesn't have another ground type, though. And Gen 4 Thunder Wave is broken. Because, bro, it's 100% accurate. This Jeexx has been carrying my legacy, by the way. I don't know if I agree with the knock. Okay, now he's guaranteed dead, like, to Life Orb. So the thing is, do I want to switch? I'm gonna be faster than this thing, right? Because for now, like, it's... If I'm him, I'm definitely keeping this as a sack, so I'm switching. If I'm him, I keep this as sack. Because this thing is worthless, but, like, if he has a rock resist... Okay, he doesn't keep it as a sack. Okay. Now the question is, what do we go into here? And I think the answer might be Blaziken. Is it Blaziken? He could have a water type still. We're gonna go Venusaur here. It might be a mistake, but... I think, like, Venusaur... One of these, I'm expecting to be a flying type, and one of these, I'm expecting to be a water type, based on the just team composition. I guess this gives him a, like, Earthquake resist. Damn, that is devastating. Okay. Zam might just kill me. I can't switch here. I need to get this thing paralyzed, or else I immediately lose. He has no reason to not click Psychic, because even if I switch in this, he can kill me with something. He might be Specs, but I don't think I can scout for Specs here. And I can't afford him to get a Calm Mind off. I very well might just lose into this. I am very poorly positioned against Alakazam. But we'll see. I'm really hoping, or thinking at this point, that I'm wishing that I went for... Yeah. I can't calc anything based on that. Because that just always kills. But the thing here is, I do need to go into this thing, because we need to find out if this thing is Specs or not. But I do need this thing paralyzed, or else I am just dead. That's definitely Specs. Now, synchronized box? Oh, he's not synchronized. He's inner focus. Interesting. But yeah, that is Specs as hell, right? Like, there is... How much did it do? Yeah, that is so Specs. That actually did even more. He's... Bro, or modest Specs. You're a freak. What do you mean you're modest Specs? I think we sack this thing. Right? Do we sack this thing? Or do I keep this thing? I think I'd rather... Yeah, I'd rather sack this thing. Modest specs, though, is fucking diabolical. What the fuck do you mean your modest specs? Yeah, let me note that down. His ass is actually modest. I guess like the speed tier doesn't matter. I mean, what? Well, this thing is definitely Shell Smash. So now the question is, do I just lose to Cloyster? Because I don't have a special attacker on this. Okay, low kick always kills. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, thank God. Now this doesn't matter, because, you know, this thing kills me, then Jeexx kills him. Holy shit. Oh, I just left. I just said like Jeexx MVP. But yeah, Jeexx carried my fucking legacy there. I didn't get any information about this, but it's Ice Shard, which tells me that he's a physical super. This one we know is Modest specs, Rock Polish EQ on the Torterra. But Modest specs, bro, what the fuck? Let me actually make sure that I didn't miscount and lose because of that. A la Kazam. You choice specs and make it modest. Wait, the roll still doesn't make sense. Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's my bad. I was looking at the wrong calc. I was about to say. Wait. There is no way he is Scarf, right? Is... He is a fucking choice scarf Alakazam. I almost just fucked it. He scarfed Modest. Dude, Jeexx is a bad person. Rock Polish Earthquake, yeah, we got that. We got this. Lefties, SD Crunch, Choice Band, E-Speed, yeah. I like this team. I think he'd want like another immunity to Earthquake or something like that, but otherwise like... This fucking guy. It's really funny though to think that that's something that I said last time, that like I can maybe bait someone to think this is banded last time, and then I myself fall for the Followed the same bait myself. Anyways, let's go for this one now. Need a king, need a king, need a king. Well, I could fake out, but he might be poison points. How much do I even do? You lead. Okay, fake out does way too much for me to not click it. Oh, poison point? Okay, no poison point. He's okay, so this is physically defensive Nidoking, right? 32. Yeah, this is really physically defensive Nidoking. Does Nidoking get rocks? I've never used it as a rocker myself, so it does. Okay. I'm interested to see what else it does, so let me click taunt here. I'm thinking it's one skill to rocks. Toxic spikes, okay. So it's T-spikes and Sulfak probably. Lefties as well. Emperor is such a cool name for a Nidoking, by the way. I love Nidoking. Everybody knows I love. No poison point? Okay, thank God. Okay, what do we go into? I don't think there's anything he could do to touch us here. But if he's defensive, I'm almost... I mean, I'll just go into this, because I can spin away the stuff if he wants to go for that. Okay, that does nothing. Now, I'm going to assume he's going to switch anyway. So I'm just going to roar here. Okay, he has a Toxic Croak as a water resist. So dry skin on Croak. That's good to know. I'm gonna click Ice Beam just in case he goes into Croak again. But yeah, I definitely need rocks up here. Okay. Blastoise is not gonna do anything this game. Marvel Scale sucks, and this thing might be Restock because it's so good. But I need rocks up, so I'm gonna click rocks here. Toxic actually makes me think they might not be. Yeah, he expected Toxic. I don't think this thing has too many things it can do to me. It can click, obviously Earthquake, but I don't know if I care that much. I'm gonna click Toss. Okay, this is at least another rocker for him. Okay, so he definitely has some sweepers here, because... do I want to... I'm gonna go here. We can play this slow, I think. Head Smash, Rockhead? Yeah, Rockhead, Head Smash. So this is offensive Stealth Fox. Once again, taking my sets, eh? That's fine. I get the recover here as well, which I think is more valuable for me. If he has a spin blocker here, he's gonna go into it now. Part of me wants to roar. I'm gonna roar just because I want to scout for a ghost type. Because I also think, like, you have 3 earthquake weaknesses here. So something like Miss Magius would be really good for this team. And we can also metagame this a little bit. This is 1 Gen 4 Mon. There you go. Well, that's 24 chip immediately. And that's a really good pin for us. If he Toxic on this one, that's perfectly fine. I don't really mind getting poisoned here. More than I want rocks out of my field. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get rocks off. And now I think is when we want to do make some tempo up. And this needs to be a Gen 4 Mon. We know that much. So it's time. There's no way he predicts me with an Ice Move. He's probably switching. I'll take that any day of the week. And now if it clicks Toxic, we're in perfect shape. I'm about to... Oh my God, this game's over. Bro. This is why, if it's not a mon that absolutely needs pump, you always need to go surf.
What am I gonna do, bro?
Yep, this is why my melodic was surf. Yeah, that's tough though. That's really fucking tough.
Here's a 30% chance to hit a para. Oh, you hit it. Okay. That's fine. I can take one para. I can EX speed after this, and then hopefully it does enough chip to actually put him into kill range. Oh, another para. That's fine. I can take like 3 psychics, I think. Oh, that'll be fine. Oh, a crit psychic. That's not fine anymore. That's whatever. Let's go next. I surely like this will be fine. I can still like do shit with my team. And then we get to game 2. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna click Hydro Pump. And presumably Hydro Pump won't miss like that many times. It's inaccurate, sure, but like it's not that inaccurate. Oh, okay, sure, why not? And every time I switched into Aurora, I was like, that's neat. That's cool. Great.
It's so funny that like the turn 1 Willow miss that I had into losing my Miss Magius because of that, I literally went like, that might be a game losing Willow, because Ambipom was a big problem for my team. It wasn't as bad later on, because when I learned that your only normal type move was fake out, but like it was still like pretty big of a problem. So then the game just went like, oh, don't worry, King, we'll hook you up. And then Yuxi, just all the hacks that could go well for Yuxi went well. And then obviously this.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I'm impressed that hit smash hit.
It's 80% accurate, right?
Yeah, it's 80%. Same as Hydro Pump.
Yep.
I'm impressed that the head to smash hit. Yeah.
What was the last one? Was it Miss Magius?
No, it was Amastar. Idea was that I get to set up spikes and everything.
Brother, you were running 4 earthquake weaknesses with 1 immunity. You're a freak.
I was originally thinking of switching Amastar for something else like Altaria or Claydol, but I didn't like bother drafting this further than literally the very first thing that I did.
Gotcha.
And I just have 1 mon that is immune to crits, and on the other team I had like 3 mons that are immune to crits, and then I have 1 mon that is can take any water hits completely free and knock off fake out. Big break sludge bomb means that I'll always get chip on any water type mons that come out. Yeah. And obviously Swallow, Flame Orb Guts, U-turn, Roost, Quick Attack, Facade. The Facade would have not one-shot, I think, Blastoise, but it would also not.
Yeah, Blastoise is full Fizz Def.
Okay.
I can calc how much it does. It would still be probably like... My gut tells me like 45, but let me check just to make sure. Facade... Dude! It's 51 to 60. Jesus Christ.
This thing is cracked with guts.
Yeah, Facade Guts is just like multipliers galore, but still, like, I'm fully Fizz Def, so that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, it would have killed anything else other than like Aggron or Cloyster, I think.
Yeah, my last 2 mons were Rhyperior and Houndoom. This was basically like a those 2 were like my physical sweeper and my special sweeper for late game. That was kind of the idea here. But yeah, that was unfortunate hacks. But I gotta say,
like,
I mean,
the game was done at that point. Like,
I mean, yeah. Well, I literally went
Hydro
like
pumps on a mon that's like sub, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this thing just hit me.
Yeah, I literally went like when I got the sub off on Sceptile, and like basically when the turn started and you didn't switch, I saw a water move. Then I was like, yeah, the game is over. Sceptile also into your specifically Subseed Sceptile into this team is fucking freaky. Bro,
it's not exactly the strongest against any grass type mons, but I was like, there's like no grass types. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going full.
There is basically like two good ones because it's like
Venusaur kind of, but it's weak to psychic. So.
Yeah, I mean,
and Torterra obviously, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Torterra hater. I hate to be a Torterra hater, but I'm a Torterra hater.
Oh wait, fuck! Torterra isn't even battle armor yet because it's a hidden ability, right?
Yeah, hidden abilities come out in Gen 5. Yeah. Dude, I mean, obviously this team tarot cards. Emperor might be the like hardest name ever for a Nidoking. When they sent out
So-
Emperor the Nidoking, I was like, dude, that's so fucking sick.
When I played Persona 4 originally, like 15 years ago almost now, every time I played Pokemon and I got a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen, they were Emperor and Empress because
That's
it works
fire.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And then obviously Chariot for Aggron because this thing's fucking beefy as hell.
I
High Priestess from
I love
Melodic,
Aggron. I tried so hard to slot it into the second team, but my real issue that I had with that was I had Houndoom, which is weak to fighting. I had Rhyperior, which is weak to fighting. I had Ambipom, which is weak to fighting. And I really wanted the spin blocker in my other team. So Miss Magius was there. So, and finding another ghost type to slot in here, yeah, good fucking luck with that shit. It would be like, what the fuck would I run? Fucking Spiritomb? The most dog shit one of all time. So I was like, I really want my rocker to be Aggron, but I need a special wall to be my rocker, and at the same time, I'm really not trying to have 4 fighting type weaknesses, in which one would be even a fucking quadruple weakness. So I was like, I gotta go Registeel, unfortunately. So.
Cringe.
I had to go for the meta instead of the...
Wow, the coolest Mon in like Gen 3 arguably.
One of the coolest ones for sure.
It's so sick.
It is
When I hear
very...
the Emperor from fucking Arknights.
What about...
I mean, that's
Wait,
that's
isn't
fine.
Emperor the fucking penguin from Arknights?
Yeah!
That's funny.
When I hear Emperor, I just always think of the guy from Arknights at Ruga.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah,
I'll
like,
have it pulled up. What about the names for the other
The other team was just Digimon.
one? I see. That makes sense.
Like, there's Garurumon in here, bro.
Yeah, I literally, the only name that I paid attention to was Ambipom because it was put on my stream fucking 17 times.
Yeah!
And I guess, like, what also threw me off was because Alakazam was Wizard Man and not Wizard Mon.
Oh, sorry,
So,
my bad.
Yeah,
I zoned out when
fine.
typing that out.
But
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love you going for the modest choice scarf. Like literally last week, I'm gassing up the fucking choice scarf adamant Nabe to be like, dude, this is gonna be so sick because we're gonna bait Jeexx into thinking I'm banned, and then 1 week fucking later, I'm like, you fucker, you're actually modest, and then I'm like, wait, there's like a percentile difference in this calc. This shit doesn't make sense. Then I'm like, he wouldn't. Put in choice scarf, put in modest. It's like, you fucking bastard.
I thought that was like, because I was looking at everything in here, and I was like, well, I'm giga fast, but am I fast enough? And the answer was, no, I am not fast enough. I can get outsped by anything with Scarf. So I figured, fuck it, if I put Scarf on, nothing outspeeds me.
I was literally like on my, like I was talking about the reason why I had like such an issue. I mean, obviously Blazing it doesn't match into this team too well anyway, but also like I was just like, when Alakazam came out, I was like, dude, I'm gonna, if I don't get the T-Wave off on this thing, then I just immediately lose. And then I was just thinking that like if I had Scarf Blaziken, like that would save me. That shit would not have fucking saved
would not
me.
have done shit.
That shit would have came in, thought it's the fucking champ, and got him fucking obliterated.
Did Uxie have Recover?
Nope. I was not
Okay.
running recovery on Jeexx.
So the line that I think would have won me that would have been switching into the Cloister after you switched in Uxie, knowing that you're gonna go for the T-Wave, because that was obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I switched to Cloister, and I get hit with T-Wave, and then I Ice Shard. Right?
I don't...
Regardless of what happens to Cloister there, I will kill the Blaziken with, like, Alakazam. If you switch in and kill the Cloister, I can just kill the Blaziken now. And if I get Chip on the Uxie, it's enough to kill it with Psychic.
Let me see how much Ice Shard actually does, because I was full, like, Fizz Def. Like, my Yuxi had 400 Fizz Def, so... Because your Cloister was, like, more bulky, right?
Yeah, it's defense. Pure defense, essentially. 8 attack IVs.
8 attack IVs, that's all I need. Put that shit in there. Give this
7 to
thing
9%.
Ice Shard.
So it would have been enough. assuming I get the same rolls for Psychic.
But how much did I have after Psychic?
You had 3% or something?
Oh, okay. I guess
you were giga low after that.
Gotcha. Yeah, then that would have worked. Yeah.
The main reason why I was running Ice Shard was specifically of like, well, there's a lot of mons in this tier that are weak to ice, and some of them that are obviously 4x weak. So if something dies after I got chip on it, I can just switch in Cloister and get a revenge kill, hopefully with a priority Ice Shard. I was originally considering having more attack, but I just went like, no, I think I'm just gonna invest fully in defense. I even had the idea of just going for essentially 0 EVs in defense and going special defense.
504 defense is crazy.
Yeah, bro can take any hit.
I'm just so sad I lost my Miss Magius like that. The Miss Magius set was like, in my opinion, like probably in this team, like the well, maybe that's or Melodic is the coolest set where like it just a dedicated anti-lead. It has taunt there because it's really fucking fast. It's immune to ground moves. It's immune to shit like fake out. It can burn any physical attack, of which most of the like scary stuff in the tier, apart from like Alakazam and maybe like Houndoom, is physical attacker. So burning them is really nice. Obviously taunt also stops any hazards going off, and then Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt is just crazy fucking coverage. So it does so much. But dude, I can't believe you weren't Rest, Sleep Talk, Milotic. That shit's so fucking cool, because Rest, you activate your own Marvel scale, and then you're just giga fucking defensively bulky, and you can still get to do stuff.
Yeah, man. I love Rest talkers, bro. I sure enjoy Rest talkers. Very
Having
excited.
like one when its actual interaction is neat.
I mean, I figured Toxic Protect Recover Hydro Pump was good enough.
It was fine into anything that isn't fucking Subseed Sceptile, and I mean nothing you put in there matters if you're missing pumps. But yeah, like my ass was Surf. I was not. I mean, this thing wasn't here to do damage anyway, so that's why I'd rather go for Surf over pump. But that is very unfortunate.
I overall think that the second team, outside of Almastar, because Almastar is the one where I'm still looking and thinking like, I don't like this. I think Claydol would like slot in way better, because you go Claydol with lefties and then you give it Rapid Spin, because I don't have a spinner on this team, right? You give it Rapid Spin and then you can just essentially do anything you want from here. Like it can fill a slight like special attacker slot in here. It can fill some amount of defensive slot, like special defense. And I think overall, like, it's pretty good in general here. Like, let's say just protect Psychic, Rapid Spin, and then... Oh, am I slow? I'm giga slow outside like Swallow, so you can make... I'm like Toxic Rook, so you can make the argument for even Trick Room.
Yeah,
I'm not really that big of an attacker anyway, so...
I was gonna say, like, if that was like a... I mean, obviously it needed to be a Gen 4 Mon. That's why also I expected Miss Magius, because Miss Magius gives you a spin blocker, which is really nice here, because obviously you have Stealth Rock, you have Toxic Spike as well, so it gives you that. It gives you a another fast Mon, and it gives you like really nice coverage, because obviously Toxic Rogue facilitates the like weakness to what's his face? Weakness to ground, yeah. No, water. Obviously, it doesn't facilitate weakness to ground.
Toxic Rook, sorry, yeah, not Swallow. Yeah,
weakness to water a little bit, but like you're still like Giga Boom to ground types, and having a spin blocker means that your Toxic Spikes work for the like bulkier mode as well, like really well. And then stuff like Swallow, because Swallow does really well, as we saw with the calc on Blastoise. It does really well with chip. So if you get like a little bit of chip from hazards and toxic spikes to have like basically everything at like 70 to 80%, you're basically one KOing everything that isn't physically bulky. Another option is obviously like something like Jeexx, because it gives you speed control for the other stuff, because you have a Thunder Wave then. But like ultimately, I was so sure it was gonna be Miss Magius just because how the team was.
I think that would make way more sense overall for the whole team. Like if I made this team right now, because I completely like skimmed over Miss Magius.
Am I crazy? Wait, am I stupid?
Wait,
what's the second Gen 4 Pokemon even in this team?
Dude, that's so right. I had Amistar in here. Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
so we're cheating.
Shit. I mean, yeah,
That's fire.
I
Honestly,
built this second team in like fucking 10 minutes. So
I mean, yeah,
that's why this
it's
was in
fine.
here.
It's fine. It's the rule was in place for the most part still, like even to just avoid us always seeing the same like Mons, because obviously a lot of stuff that's good in Gen 1, it remains good for the foreseeable future, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just like funny, I literally just now, it's just funny that it comes up.
I didn't think about that myself,
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's really funny that it comes up the one time when we were playing, I was literally talking like, I mean, we can metagame this because he hasn't revealed this Mon, but he's only shown one Gen 4 Mon thus far, so I know this is a Gen 4 Mon. Well, I didn't know.
Is that I was fucking cheating? Eat shit.
I respect it. I mean, knock on wood, because I'm sure there's gonna be a time in this series when I definitely forget about the rule as well. So knock on wood there, because I'm sure it'll happen at some point as well. And like something like that happens, it's perfectly fine. Ultimately, like we're just trying to have fun and with the games, but I like your teams. They were cool.
Yeah. I genuinely think that the second team, like the concept of this, is something that you could refine further. There's a lot of teams like that I've played, but I've never really got a chance to play them again because the game changed so much between like iterations. But in this case, I think this team can have some playability in Gen 5 still. I imagine even more playability because of hidden abilities giving access to more things for certain mons. And obviously, I don't think Nidoking is the best possible option in here. Like as a lead especially, I don't think it's that good. I mostly put it in here because I want Toxics immediately.
Yeah, another thing, by the way, 2 different chances for poison point to proc on my Ambipom. Didn't get the poisoned either.
Yeah. I was yelling about that on stream.
I think it is like 30%, so it's relatively 30%. High. So
I checked. Yeah, I checked. It's 30% for toxic poison point to proc. So yeah, and I was like, well, it's still fine. It's still fine. He didn't proc it twice, and he roared me out twice. But it's fine. We can still do this. And then I missed the 2 pumps, and I'm just like, nah, I'm crashing out.
That's honestly it's very fair. After you get double parad 2 poison points, it's the rules of 2s and rules of 3s. You got both of them. 2 full paras, 2 missed pumps, 2 poison points not proccing. After the 3rd time, something like that happens twice. Honestly, at that point, you get the pass.
It's just KMS real quick.
Yeah, it's... That's fair. But I don't think I have to explain the names in my teams.
Oh, yeah, League of Legends champions, yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
There was a theme to the League champs between the 2 themes, though. Did you catch that one?
I saw that Miss Magius was Malzahar.
Yep.
There was Hui. I assume it's mid lane mages and mid lane assassins because I didn't pay attention to the second team. But Ambibomb was Yasuo.
Yeah, I mean, so you didn't see Lucian or Jin, but it was just my favorite AP champs, my favorite AD champs, basically.
But, yeah, you have Milio as well in the first team, right?
I mean, the GOAT who got me to Diamond, baby. That's my GOAT. And really funny, carried my legacy in League, carried my legacy in Pokemon, baby.
Dude.
Truly the all-star. But yeah, like both of my teams were just very boring. Like 90% of the time when I build a team, it's just a balanced team where it's like, all right, there's my dedicated lead. One of them was a fast U-turner with fake out. One of them was an anti-lead. Then it's like, all right, I have my physical wall, I have my special wall, and then it's like, all right, I have a physical setup mon, I have a special setup mon, and then in one case it was like, all right, Blaziken is the revenge killer, and in one case Sceptile was there to fill in it. Grass type slotted in really well for the team because I really wanted the earlier mentioned resistance to ground, and also like Subseed is really scary like mid to late game, so I just slotted in nicely.
But I think if I had managed to get spikes off, toxic spikes off specifically, like the 2 layers, I think this would have gone insanely differently. Mostly just because the fact that the Sceptile would have also been on a clock regardless of the leech seed and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Although you did have the Blastoise, which I was trying to kill. And while I was like looking over this team during my team breakdown, I was thinking, wow, I'm like really weak against water because I don't really have any ways of killing anything that is slightly bulkier than like a fucking Amistar.
Mm.
Like, I have nothing that has grass on here. So in a way, it's like, even like hidden power grass would have been pretty good. Like, you could make the argument that just fucking hidden power grass on this thing,
Yep.
and then that like this would have worked pretty much.
Miss Megis does a lot. It's a really good one.
It's really versatile, like in a similar fashion that Tyranitar is, but like obviously T-Tar is a special attacker, a physical attacker,
Yeah, I mean,
a fucking wall.
Tyranitar is the Swiss knife of Pokemon. That's why it's been one of the best mons since fucking 98, 99?
1997, 8. I don't know when Gen 2 came out in Japan.
Yeah, but for a long time.
Yeah. It's 1999
Oh,
in Japan.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just during the turn of the millennium. For 26 years,
But yeah,
this fucking T-Tar has been testing fools.
the mons that you didn't get to see were just a nasty plot, Houndoom, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, HP Grass, and then Rhyperior was a substitute set because it has a high base HP, so you can easily reach 404. And that's the magic number for substitutes, obviously so. Yeah, Sheer Force is next generation.
Okay, what does Sheer Force even do? I have no
My
idea.
favorite ability in all of Pokemon. Basically, you know how 80% of moves have a 10% chance to do something. It removes the secondary chance and just gives you a 30% power boost. So Psychic has a 10% chance to lower the opponent's special defense. Instead, get rid of that. Just give it make it 120 base power.
Okay.
And Nidoking gets it, and Nidoking obviously one of my favorite monsters of all time. So.
Oh, I assume it loses at some point because it says it's illegal now.
I don't.
Wait, what?
That's
all.
I don't think Nidoking is in Gen 9. Am I crazy? I don't think Nidoking is in Gen 9.
Bro, I fucking hate Gen 9 every time we talk about it. Pisses me off more and more.
Yeah, but don't worry. When we get there, it's gonna piss you off even more because, brother, the fucking monsters there are degenerate.
Bro, look at this for Alligator Mega. I'm gonna give it.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Sheer
now
Force.
okay.
Let's go.
Now we're
Bam.
spoiling Zia here. Okay.
Yeah, we're spoiling the game that everybody else has already spoiled for you on social media. I'm pretty sure. Dude, what are these stats?
For alligator stats plus 100 BST on top.
Just give it more. Just make it better.
I'm
so sad it's a fucking dragon.
I'm so excited. I was like, Water Dark or Water Dragon, and I'm happy. But I will say, once again, initially I wanted when I was talking about way back in Gen 6, my Mega Evolution wish lists, I was talking about the Fire, Rock, Rapidash Mega with Rock Head. Well, they ended up making it in Hisuian Arcanine. Yep. I always wanted a Mega Feraligatr. I wanted Mega Feraligatr to be Water Dragon. Now we have Mega Feraligatr, Water Dragon.
I think
then Mega Meganium, Grass Fairy. They made it. It's Grass Fairy. Now all we still need is my number one most wanted Mega of all time, Mega Wailord. Turn it into a physical attacker, make it a fucking tanker ship, which is Water Steel, and give it access to Heat Crash. It's all I ever wanted. It would be so fucking cool.
Bro, but it's a fucking alligator. It should have jaws of steel.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the ability is Strong Jaw. I don't know about their abilities. I've seen some forms and shit, but that's about it.
That's what I was thinking. I think a Water Steel Mon Mega for alligator that has what is it? Dracofish has the thing that makes biting attacks
Strong Jaw.
Is it Strong Jaw? Yeah. Strong Jaw on for alligator, and then the idea is, it's an alligator, so it just fucking bites shit, and all of those things are not strong, and it learns Fish's Friend. And suddenly, maybe this mon could do something. It's still giga slow.
One thing, okay.
I don't think this thing is gonna do shit.
Yeah, we're talking about ZA spoilers for a bit. I'll timestamp that in the video. And just a warning for Jeexx's stream, I'm gonna talk about a major ZA Mon and its mega form for a little bit, just because I want to show the comparison. Because I saw this and I couldn't fucking believe my eyes. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here. Jeexx, look up first Deoxys attack. Just put it on there. I wanted to
in here.
These two to be the comparison. Yeah, just look up Deoxys attack. And then crank its special attack. Just give it the 255 EVs.
Yeah.
And then look up Mega Zygarde. And don't give it any special attack. Look at its special attack. What the fuck are we talking about?
What the fuck are these base stats?
What, like, it has more special attack uninvested than Deoxys attack has when it's fully cranked out into special attack. What the fuck are you talking? This is also
then
like,
you just do this.
if you
just stack defenses on it, and suddenly like
I'm
the
also-
strongest special attacker in the world.
Also,
and
look
doesn't
up
die.
Core Enforcer, because I'm pretty sure I might be wrong about this. It's
I don't know
a
what
move. It's a move. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's a move on Zygarde. I'm pretty sure
It doesn't show up.
it's the only Oh, okay. It says illegal, but yeah, like I know it's a move that behaves like a Mold Breaker, the ability, so it ignores any abilities that would protect against it. And I did see someone talk about it also isn't like resisted by, or like Fairy isn't immune to this move in particular, which would mean that the strongest special attacker in the entire fucking game has a move that hits everything else for neutral except steel, and its other stab is what hits steel for super effective. And finally, to conclude this arc about Mega Zygarde, this is obviously more of a major spoiler, but it really adds to this. But if you don't want to look this, I perfectly understand. Look at what Mega Zygarde looks like.
Is it Arceus?
No, it's okay. It's
Or
really
is it
funny.
Is it Deoxys?
No,
2.0?
it's really funny.
What the fuck is this?
It is holding a nuclear bomb.
What the fuck?
And its dex entry says that when a calamity arises, it calmly solves the situation.
What the fuck?
It is holding a nuclear bomb, and the dex entry is, yeah, this guy will calmly handle the situation.
Why do the French have a nuclear bomb?
Yeah, but I don't think there is any... Okay, if Core Enforcer hits fairy types, I don't think there is any world where in a future generation, like whether the next one is going to be Champions or Gen 10, I don't think there's any world like Zygarde just isn't banned even from Ubers. Because that shit would be so fucking broken. Which, I don't mind. Personally, I really like Zygarde. I think already its 3 forms that it had previously, I think they were really fucking cool. I think visually, it's like one of my favorite ones when, like, you know, like so many generations you have the like box legendaries and then a third one. I think it's like up there for me. I think it's really fucking cool. And having another form to it that's completely fucking bonkers, I don't really mind like that because I like it. But I don't think there's any world it's ever seen the light of day, even in Ubers, if Core Enforcer hits fairy types.
778 base stats.
Okay, wait. There's no way it's in the calc, right? I mean, probably not. Because I was going to say, like...
Because there's no format where it is in. Because AZ doesn't have competitive.
What did you say?
Like, it doesn't have any online.
What did you say the special attack was?
216, so... huge.
Oh,
also,
okay,
HP is 216.
Because I was going to say, like, can you... Actually, wait. 200 and... Oh, sorry. 700 and what?
778 base stat total.
778. So this is easier multiplied like this. Just put this shit. 778. Can I get to that with a multiplier? 778 divided by 4 would be... Why am I doing this in my head when I can use a calculator? 778 divided by 4 would give me... Well, we can be a little a little off on this. So let me make this 95. This will be 2 points. Actually, let me make it 94. So then like this will be 2 points lower than it would actually be. So plus 6 would give me 4 times the power. Then give me core enforcer.
Oh,
And
it
then
loses defenses.
yeah. Then let me just put it against the Blizzy. So against the Blizzy, the core enforcer would then do. Is it? Wait. Now I want to. Oh wait, this is minus here. Is it only 37? Okay. I guess it's not that crazy then. I wanted to see like, yeah, it tweet KO's Blissey. But I guess not.
Doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I see.
We'd like to thank all of the tamers and developers and longtime Digimon fans who helped us take home this win. Says real Bandai Namco America from about Pokemon versus Digimon. That's what the fuck. That's kind of rude, isn't it, bro?
That's pretty funny.
Fuck you, Bamco. I can't believe you would be this mean.
Is this a Digimon game that everyone's playing now? Is it a DLC to the Digimon game everyone's playing like half a year ago, or is it just a new one?
Half a year ago? What do you mean half a year ago?
The one where it looked like Pokemon as well, and people you had like 17 different Omnimons.
No, that game came out like 10 years ago. The game that you're thinking about is a game from like 2014 on the PS Vita that got re-released on Steam like 3 years ago.
3? Huh. It looks really good for a 2014 game, which is that's like
a PSP game.
That's what's really crazy to me, because maybe I'm crazy. That game looks better than this new Digimon game, like visually.
So I would say that it's partially because of the fact that that game has the lighting isn't as
What's the name of the game?
Cyber Sleuth is the previous one.
Yeah,
Hackers
Cyber
Memory
Sleuth
as well, and then the new one is Time Stranger. The Time Stranger is just a game that they released that like completely refined on the formula of Time Stranger. Everything about it essentially was refined by Time Stranger. The Cyber Sleuth formula, which was already like in
2015, you're right.
It's ages old at this point. But the version that you've seen is like is the PC port, which is based out of the PS4 port, which is then obviously ported off of the PS Vita version. Which, yeah. That game is like old.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna be honest, instead of people being like, guys, look at how bad Pokemon is versus the Digimon game, they should be like, hey guys, Cyber Sleuth looks better on the PS Vita than Scarlet Violet looked on the Switch.
I mean, SV looks fucking dog shit.
Yeah, like that's a legitimate, like that is a problem. The fact that a game that was built on a handheld for 2012, made in 2012, looks comparable if not better is unfortunate. But then, to be fair to Pokemon, it's an open world game, and they have to do concessions because the fact that it's an open world game and has to have some performance, like something to help with the performance. Because if that game looked consistently the same way that like Cyber Sleuth looked, the game would just explode the Switch. Mostly just because the fact that the quality on the models would be too much for the Switch to handle.
And I haven't heard like the stuff on like, I think for the most part like Legends ZA has like done pretty well, and like at least I have heard almost exclusively people being very positive about it, which is really neat to see. I think the Legend series in general, like they seem to be like people like them a lot, and I don't know if Game Freak just put more care into those or what is it, but maybe it's the dynamic battling that is obviously new. I don't know what it is, but like the perception in general has been very positive, which is pretty neat to see. And like, you know, the popular shit, especially Pokemon, is always gonna have haters because it's popular to hate on it, and it gets you brownie points. So people want their Twitter likes, and it's like, haha, guys, look at Pokemon look bad. It gets you.
Done with spoilers now, by the way, right? No more spoilers.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. We're probably good. out of here soon as well. I'm getting really hungry. Luckily, I had to
Understandable.
make anything. I could just bust out the Thai food from the fridge.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think overall, like to say something about ZA. ZA obviously is a game that like people are shitting on, looking bad and whatnot. But I don't think the issues with Pokemon games stem down to like the games looking bad. There's a bunch of other things that you could say about the games that is inferior to like other products. But the graphics for Pokemon games are irrelevant, like legitimately. The way that the game looks doesn't matter in comparison to how the game runs and how the game feels to play. If those feel bad, then it's a problem. The problem with Scarlet and Violet, for example, wasn't because wow, look at the PS1 trees, guys. It's because the game was crashing every 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I don't.
The game performed like shit.
I don't think like ZA also like I don't think ZA looks bad. Scarlet and Violet look bad, but like Sword and Shield was pretty, and like I think ZA is quite pretty.
So
at least like from what I've seen.
The main reason why I think that is because ZA and Sword and Shield are both like showing you smaller areas at once, which makes sense. That's why the Digimon game can look so good. It's because they're condensing a lot of the stuff to only what you can see at the moment. It's not an open world. And that's a like big thing that people are also like ignoring for a lot of like brownie points to be complaining about Pokemon. Like ZA is divided into loading zones, very distinct loading zones. You can even see in like the viral clip that one guy like posted on Twitter where he falls out of the world.
Yeah.
The reason why that happens is because the game isn't loading. The game on his Switch One wasn't loading fast enough, so the loading zone made it so that he had nothing in the next loading zone, so he just fell through. Like, I honestly think they should just say fuck it to the completely open world thing and make it so that it's like not ZA, like Arceus, where you just have actual for real loading zones. Like hide the loading zones in moments of free movement in like an area that Jack and Daxter used to do, or Ratchet and Clank used to do, or PS2 games as a whole used to do.
I think you meant meant ZA and not Arceus, but yeah. You said
no. From in ZA, the world is open. It's just completely open, from what I understand. You just travel from one to one. Whereas in
Arceus was the same as. Sorry,
no, it's not an open world at all. No, it's not an open world at all. It's like zones, and you go from one zone to another using a fast travel thing.
I guess
you can't walk from one zone to another.
Yeah. I was thinking because is Scarlet and Violet like truly open world?
Yeah. You can go from any spot
because I played the story. I like the story, and then I haven't touched those games. I honestly completely forgot. But it's the because you were looking at the sinus and the stuff like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's like a few exceptions, obviously. When you go to Area 0, that's a loading zone.
Yeah,
you go from the open world to that area. When you enter like the Team Flare areas for the first time, they load all the assets into the Team Flare areas because they have to do that because they put in all the characters and whatnot and unload everything outside of that. And then when you enter the school is a like zone unto itself. It's a loading zone. Then it has like the school building where you can enter that also has a separate loading zone. Those are not a part of the open world.
Yeah.
But for the most part, everything in Scarlet and Violet is a part of a seamless open world, which like obviously Breath of the Wild has the same thing, and Tears of the Kingdom has kind of the same thing from what I understand, where all the zones are connected, and people are like, but look at this. But like, yeah, Pokemon could probably do that if they spent 7 years working on that, but they're not going to do that. That's pointless for them. You don't have to do that. And again, I don't think Pokemon is about the like graphical fidelity whatsoever. It's about the game. The people play it for the game. The gameplay of Pokemon is so universally beloved that they can sell like a game of whatever quality they want. As long as that functions, it will sell.
I mean, and I don't think that's a complete negative. Sells even if it doesn't function. Scarlet and Violet is the best-selling Pokemon game of all time, right?
Exactly. So. Yeah. But like when you think about Champions, for example, Champions is a product that people are excited for because it's just the gameplay. If people cared about the actual graphical fidelity for Pokemon games, would that be the case? No, they care about the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not voting when I'm thinking of okay, what's the best looking game? Like I'm not thinking like, dude, I wish I could say the same about Pokemon looking as good as fucking Expedition 33. That's not shit that I care about.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't need to be either. Like same with the writing in Pokemon. There's like apparently people are like, yeah, the ZA writing is actually pretty good. like for Pokemon standards.
Yeah, no,
Which,
I know,
by the way, like if you say that something is good for X standards, it doesn't mean that it's good. You have to make a concession for it to be good, therefore it's not good. If you have to be like it's good for video game standards, you're literally discrediting the video games as a medium. You're discrediting the writing of that game as as a whole by saying it's good for a video game. Just like throwing my opinion of that out there.
That's fair.
Like people say that about stuff like no, I mean I haven't heard about Expedition 33 for that, but like Metal Gear Solid, they say that it's pretty good for a video game, and it's like yeah, okay, sure, then you don't mean it's good.
Gen 5, both games I think had a solid story. Scarlet and Violet, the one thing that I liked about the game was the story. I think it's my favorite Pokemon story. And I genuinely think it's just a good story. It's not like, it's a good story for a Pokemon game. I genuinely think it was a good story. And period. So,
Ruga said this probably very well. Like, valid opinion for a northerner. That's what it sounds like.
and
That's
once
how
again,
it feels
we're
like.
bringing racism into this.
No, we're not bringing that. It's about discrediting people's opinions based off of circumstances surrounding them. Oh, it's a valid opinion for someone that went to this school.
I mean, yeah, you know, the circumstance of one's life
Awesome.
doesn't matter. It's what you do with the gift of life that determines who you really are.
Yeah, it's crazy how JoJo Part 1 got that right 40 years ago, right?
And then Mewtwo stole it from
And-
JoJo Part 1.
Yeah. Crazy how that's a JoJo.
Anyways,
Anyways.
our life is a JoJo reference, and you should get more JoJo references by subscribing to the channel today.
Kind of glad that we got the pod segments in Pokemon now instead of Yu-Gi-Oh, because in Yu-Gi-Oh it's like really late whenever we're doing those.
Yeah,
so it doesn't like.
it's better to be in these, and in general, like, because you know. You have 4 moves, you know what your 4 moves do, but sometimes your opponent plays Metal Foe's Masturbation, and it's 17 lines of when you activate this card, you can add Bingus Dingus from your deck to your hand, and then, like, you can do that, and then, so it's fucking, I don't want to read, brother. Let me click Flare Blitz on my opponent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's,
Exactly.
I do think it also makes more sense for it to be here because less moving parts, and usually these tend to be shorter. So when Pokemon RPG, we're gonna find out. But I'm just excited for Champions because I mean that's a game that they can make look good because there is gonna be it's Pokemon Showdown, but they're making it look good. So you know,
Yeah. Excited for the future of multiple franchises at the same time because they're all doing pretty good stuff.
Anyways, shout out Pokemon, shout out Digimon. Both the new games seem to be pretty neat. That's very cool. People are enjoying them. That's very cool. I'm hopefully gonna tomorrow get my Switch 2 and my Legends ZA, and then I can contemplate which starter I'm gonna go with. It's gotta be
Totodile.
Chikorita, bro.
It's gotta be Totodile,
Okay,
bro.
I started Soul Silver with Totodile, and I started Pokemon White with Epic. The only starter I've never played it yet with was Chikorita, so that's why I'm kind of thinking like it's gotta be Chikorita maybe. I don't like ever start Grass Starter. I think the only time I ever started Grass Starter was actually Pokemon X and Y, where I started with Chespin.
The broken one. No, that's Rillaboom. I'm thinking Rillaboom.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't have anything else to say other than look forward to next week when we're returning with Gen 4 NU, because Gen 4 doesn't have an RQ2. So gonna be a one shorter in that regard to the previous stuff that we've done, but still very exciting stuff. I think Bennett, actually, is Bennett in NU or PU? I actually don't know.
Probably PU.
Wouldn't surprise me. What a dog shit Pokemon.
It's such a cool Pokemon, though.
It is very cool. It is like, you know, you have the scale with like the coolness factor is like it's weighing it so like far down, and then the viability factor like it's up in the fucking sky because it's 2 feathers. So I'll give you that. But
Man.
it's gonna be exciting when we get Mega Bennett, and then it can be like even more polarizing of like, yeah, I mean it's kind of squishy still, but if it fucking hits you, it will fucking eviscerate your health bar. It is cool.
Excited for the future.
Yeah, I'm just, that's another thing why I'm excited for stuff like ZA. I'm excited for us to get to Gen 6 because, I found out 32 new Mega Evolutions in ZA. That's fucking sick. I'm just excited that Megas are back, man. If Mega Evolution has 1 fan, that's me. If Mega Evolution has 0 fans, I'm dead. But yeah. That is gonna do it for us. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you so very much as always, Jeexx, for taking the time to do this with me, and I'm looking forward to next week when we get to do more Generation 4 within you. So
can't wait to play Kadabra with choice specs.
Choice Scar, surely it wouldn't work a third time.
Surely this time it's gonna be specs, and you're gonna be like, is it specs or not?
The layers to this. There's
the layers. It's been 3 weeks in the making now.
It is, but very exciting stuff. But yeah, we will see y'all gamers for that next week. Thank you so very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.